Okay, so we're going to be having green balls and 18 all the way. Both players ready for game one, so let's get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. This is going to be a very interesting match indeed. Meme is starting off with a bit more of an awkward stack, has a bar dependency in that centre. Whilst Tetris ready, but block the well off, will get the bar, nice bar flat for Meme. Going to reopen the well. Is Tetris ready again, gets the bar, gets the Tetris with only a few skims, but Dengler, as you might expect, taking the first two Tetrises with 0 burns. Ooh, Dengler with the... Oh, some misplacements here. Quite a few misplacements here for Dengler. It's going to get the third Tetris. It's not in major danger. It's going to be trying to go for that fourth Tetris. We'll get the fourth Tetris. But now it's going to be playing pretty much 18-4. Well, with that amount of garbage, it's more like 18-2. But we'll also had some nice stacking on top of that. Meme was a bit high, gets the bar, gets the Tetris, will take the lead early on, as Dengler has quite a lot of digging to work through here. We'll get a bar for that left-hand side dependency. Brings the board down with a Tetris. Very dirty Tetris there, but Meme is for the most part clean. Oh, mischief with that T for Meme. If she was about to get clean, is going to force her into some more digging. Has a bar dependency as a drought is forming. And Dengler getting clean is going to get a row 3 Tetris. Board coming back together. As Memes is really not. Opens up that centre. It's going to turn into a bar dependency. Going to take the triple there. 38,000 point lead still for Meme. As Dengler, it's going to be a nice L spin for Dengler, but Meme is going to get herself clean. 205 for Meme, 171 for Dengler. Meme takes a skipping Tetris there up to 230. Dengler gets the bar and the Tetris up to 194. So Meme holding onto this Tetris and a half lead through the first 60 lines. Tetris for Dengler, Tetris for Meme. Tetris for Dengler. It's for Meme. 302. And they're sort of just chilling now. Just some early roughness. Plays them nice and clean. Tetrising through this. Lead not really changing by much. A little trade of Tetrises. Meme makes the bar dependency. Turns the J dependency to a bar dependency as J was coming. Now it's going to be up a bit high. Turns that bar dependency into a left wheel Tetris and gets the left wheel Tetris. Oof. Didn't really have much other option, but that will pay off. I mean, it brings the board down with a triple and a double. Hello, Warband, rooting for the Dengler. Tetris for Dengler, up to 378. He's behind by a Tetris and actually has 5 lines in hand, so the pace has equaled up. So we're going past the 100 line mark. Tetris for Dengler. 0.08 Tetrises behind and has a line in hand. So yeah, the pace is neck and neck now. Tetris for Meme. Tetris for Meme. Dengler set up nice and high, nice and Tetris ready, gets the bar, gets the Tetris. Oh, gets another bar, another Tetris. He's going to make a 3-5 bits on that right hand side. The bar's going to come. It's just going to take a skim. Oh, nice burn there for Dengler. Is going to open up that column 9 Tetris opportunity. Gets the bar, gets the Tetris up to 494, behind by 1,000 points. Being really blocked off well. Up, I mean, what would be significantly high for most players, but for a player like me, it's just a day at the office. We'll get a bar, get a Tetris, bring the board down. Nice and easy. 2 lines to go till transition. For me, ball Tetris into transition 546. Dengler Tetris is to 520. Still a Tetris left. Tetris into transition for Dengler 544. So 2,000 point lead for Meme into transition. It is really neck and neck into these 19 speeds. Meme up high waiting for the bar. Was a bit of a drought, but gets the bar, gets the Tetris. Dengler also now waiting for this same bar with some LJ defenses. Has to block off the well, reopens it, gets the bar, gets the Tetris. As that L defense turns into a bar defense as the bar comes, Tetris for Meme. Dengler is open. Tetris for Meme, Tetris for Dengler. Tetris for Meme. Meme now with a 3 Tetris lead, but is 10 lines in the future, so Tetris for Dengler. I think Meme still has the pace lead there. 2.5 Tetris lead and 6 lines in the future is Meme, so yes, definitive Tetris of pace lead for Meme. Dengler going to take a couple more burns, has to pass up that bar for the Tetris because he was not open. Taking some more skims to try and even out that left hand side. This is another long bar that he can't use. Meme takes a triple. Blocks off the well, but reopens it quickly. Gets the bar, gets the Tetris, and forging more of a path into the lead. And hello, Yobi. But Dengler has gotten himself clean and gets the bar, gets the Tetris. 805 for Meme, 707 for Dengler, who is only 3 lines behind. Tetris is into 24, 737, so a 70,000 point pace lead and 100,000 point real time lead, but now 70,000 points in both pace and real time for Meme. 835 to 767. Tetris for Meme. Tetris. Oh no. Dengler setting up from the double well for a Tetris. Gets the bar, gets the Tetris. Into 25. Already more than halfway through these 19 speeds. 29 speeds quickly approaching. Just because these players are going to be hitting the kill screen does not at all mean this game is anywhere near over. Meme keeping this solid lead, but it's going to have to block off the well. Gets the T though, nicely going to reopen, nice and clean. Tetris ready, where's the bar? Getting drafted a bit, but gets the bar, gets the Tetris. Up to 997. Tetris for Dengler, 932 into level 27. Meme going in at AO1. So still a 70,000 point lead for Meme into these 27 speeds, and another Tetris for Meme. Tetris for Dengler. Meme is into the 28 levels. Less than 10 lines to go now for Meme until the kill screen. Not quite clean, but not very dirty at all for Meme either. A bit more dirty for Dengler. We'll have a hole in this board. Takes a triple, gets the bar, gets the Tetris, brings this board down. He's going to be skimming into level 29 at A26. Meme in B20. Meme with a long bar dependency on the left hand side, needs a bar and needs to get this 5 tap, or the L gets the left hand side down a bit with that L double, gets the bar for the 5 tap. And Meme digging this board down. Dengler is Tetris ready. Has to block off the well though, needs a J, gets the J, will the bar come? Getting drafted, gets the bar, gets the Tetris. A77 for Dengler, B38 for Meme. Still a 60,000 point lead for Meme. Oh, as Dengler misdropping some pieces and is going to top out at A90. That was a sort of an artistic top out for Dengler. The S is just falling on his board all across. But Meme will be good with B89. We'll take game number one. Solid effort indeed. Both players ready for game number 2. Let's get it started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Meme adding another flawless game to her CTL cap. 13 games in a row without a loss. Will then Dengler be able to cut that short in this second game? Dengler's going to be getting first Tetris. Meme taking some early skims up pretty high. Gets the bar for the Tetris. Now has an LJ dependency and an J dependency. Gets a bar for another Tetris, bring this board down. Gets an L and a J. Very nice to fill in this board. But now needs stuff for that left hand side. That's the 2-line hole, gets a square to fill it up a little, and a J in the bar, going to be nice for Meme. Dengler taking a 4th Tetris already. The early slight lead for Dengler, and another Tetris for Dengler. Meme now waiting on a bar, takes a double, and another skim and a bar for Tetris to 99. Skim for Meme. Dengler also skimming, has another 3 wide bits. On that right hand side, gets the bar, gets the Tetris and a simul Tetris in fact. Nice L tuck for Dengler and a J tuck too. And a bar for a Tetris and a Tetris for Meme too. Dengler's board was a bit more erratic. That's that J tuck on the right hand side, gets the J to tuck. The S now nowhere to go there. Now bar dependency for Dengler, gets the bar, takes some more skims, opens it up again. Gets the bar, gets the Tetris, and briefly takes the real-time lead. Meme's going to take it right back with that Tetris. I know it's not. Actually, Dengler has the real-time and pace lead, ever so slightly. Ooh, the misplacement of that bar for Meme is going to cause her a bit of grief. Tetris for Dengler, extending this lead, and now about 2.5 Tetrises. Meme gets the split double. Some more skims here for Meme. Would love a J, as he is also going to do. Gets the bar for the Tetris, but now multiple holes on Meme's board she's got to resolve. As Dengler's nice and clean. Tetrising further into the lead. 305 for Dengler, 228 for Meme. Meme takes the bar for the double. Now lots of weight on those middle columns. He's going to open up that hole in column 5, gets the bar down. Oh no, he's going to be setting for a Tetris in it. Gets the bar for the Tetris. Very nice, we'll be transferring it over to that right hand side well. It's on row 2, but nice and clean. Tetris ready. Dengler gets the T for that T-tap with kind of a couple of skyscrapers on his board. Get some pieces to fill things in around it. It's now 4 Tetrises in the lead as Dengler hits the Z-spin Tetris for Meme. Dengler getting drafted, he gets the bar, gets the Tetris, Tetris for Meme, Tetris for Dengler. Meme is 4 lines ahead, so with that Tetris for Dengler going up to 91,200 points ahead, exactly 4 Tetrises ahead. And that is going to be the pace lead for Dengler, exactly 4 Tetrises. Tetris for Meme. Meme in the most recent Premier Bowl was ranked 5th place. Dengler was ranked 8th place. So Meme with a slight edge in terms of the ranking, but it is, you can't get much closer than that. Meme taking some more burns. There's Dengler also taking a few burns, but gets the bar for the Tetris. Bring the spot down, was getting droughted as she was digging, which is, it's not a bad time to get droughted when you're in a dig that doesn't need any bars, because you know that so long as you're not getting any bars in that dig, your opponent's not getting any Tetrises, so you're not losing any bits. Tetris for Dengler, 419 with a Meme, 527 for Dengler with a 4.5 Tetris lead. as we're about to hit the 19 transition. Tetris for Dengler. Meme Tetris is in at 467. Dengler Tetris is up to 573, still with a potential Tetris left. As that T-Tuck gets the T-Tuck, will double in, 575. Still well ahead of Meme. Takes the bar, takes the Tetris to the bar, another Tetris for Dengler into level 20 already, 626, 518 for Meme. So 4 Tetris lead for Dengler. We are on the 19 speeds now. Tetris and another Tetris for Dengler, expanding this lead even further. It's the J-Tuck getting Tetris ready again. Meme is also now Tetris ready. For some digging, gets the bar, gets the Tetris up to 551. Another bar, another Tetris for Meme, Tetris for Dengler. 129,000 point lead for Dengler. Tetris into level 22 for Dengler and for Meme. Players in their groove now on the 19 speeds, trading these Tetrises back and forth. Another one. Ooh, nice tucks there for Meme, and will be get rewarded with another Tetris. Dengler also getting a Tetris. Now has that tuck on the right hand side, gets the J to tuck into it. Players getting droughted, but players in reasonable balls to survive. Ooh, that L placement before Dengler I think was a misflip. It will keep the board nice and clean. Tetris ready, gets the bar, gets the Tetris, as does Meme. But that drought really being in Dengler's favour here, because so long as the players are getting droughted, Meme is not scoring any Tetrises and cannot catch up. Still 4 lines behind. 4 Tetrises behind. That's even more than that now. It's 150,000 point lead, same number of lines. Tetris for Meme, Tetris for Dengler. It's 4.5 now for Dengler is the lead in Tetrises. So we are just over 20 lines away from the kill screen. Meme's going to need some strong kill screen play here. Tetris for Meme, Tetris for Dengler. Tetris for Meme. She's definitely going to need something on the kill screen at least. Tetris for Dengler. Tetris for Meme. Tetris for Dengler. Both players are potential 2 Tetrises away from kill screen. Dengler already has a 1.1. Meme Tetris up to 986. 1 line to go until transition for Meme. Dengler taking some burns very late, blocking off that well. L dependent now. Oh, some misdrops here for Dengler is up so high as he's going 1 line away from transition. Oh, but very nice opening up that center. Will he get anything for that middle? Gets the bar, gets an L, that's going to be another burn. Gets that square over to the left-hand side. Can Dengler bring this down? Can Dengler survive? Meme is at A86 on level 30. Dengler is at B38. Meme is closing this gap now. A Tetris and a half behind as Dengler trying to survive. Can he black? Oh no, the misdrop of the S. The Dengler, he's still alive. Gets that L to the left-hand side. But can't get anything over to that left-hand side now, and he's going to be done at B52. Meme is in a chase down. Needs B53, but misses. The 5-tap does Meme. And Meme is going to be done at B09. Dengler takes game 2. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. We're off, and Meme already in a bit of a situation. Some L dependency up high, and now has had to block off this right hand side quite thoroughly. The L comes a couple pieces too late, and now this could be dangerous for Meme. Lots of holes all over her board. She's certainly capable of digging this down, but will she get given the pieces she needs for it? Gets that bar for the right-hand side, taking some skims. Dengler also in some early trouble. Opens up that bar dependency, gets the bar, nicely timed there, and the S and the T is going to open him up again. Meme takes a Tetris up to 44,000, Dengler takes a Tetris to 82,000, and the players are through that rough patch now. Tetris for Meme, Tetris for Dengler. 2 Tetris leader for Dengler out of the gates. Apologies. Tetris for Meme up to 136, Tetris for Dengler up to 174. On the S spin for Meme, but now needs an L. Once again, needs an L and is not getting it, but there's the L for Meme. J being unoptimal. Oh, and these S's too, really nasty for Meme. Just forced to throw them flat, making holes all over. But Dengler also up high, these pieces just not being nice for either player. Both players playing at the top of the board, trying to dig it down. Dengler's board is a bit nicer, or at least the garbage in it is, if you can get it uncovered. There's the bar and the dirty Tetris for Dengler. And Dengler is going to clean things up, even could set up for another dirty Tetris, will decide not to. Gets the J, gets clean. Oh, the hang of the T on that left hand side. He's going to be forced to take triple and trying to not block the well off because he cannot then neatly clean it up high. He'll be forced to block things off and is now going to take some more burns up high as Meme is dragging this board down to the ground bit by bit. Opens the hole in the center, gets the J, fills it in, gets the bar, gets the Tetris, brings the board down. 191 for Meme, 252 for Dengler. Both players are now clean. Dengler with the 2.5 Tetris lead. And yes, if you're liking this play, make sure to contribute to the Match Arena. Gotta get that prize pool as big as we can to reward these amazing players. Tetris for Dengler. Another Tetris for Dengler. Up to 323. 259 for Meme is set up now. A few lines behind Dengler, but still not going to account for the lead Dengler has. Tetris for Dengler, Tetris for Meme. Just under 3 Tetris lead for Dengler. Meme has an extra 3 lines. And is going to burn through those lines. Dengler also taking some burns of his own. Has to block off that centre well. Bring the sport down. Tetris for Meme. Tetris for Dengler, Tetris for Meme. 19 going to be approaching soon. The gap has shrunk a little bit, just under 2 Tetrises now is the lead for Dengler. This Meme is clean, Dengler's still digging. Will reopen the right hand side briefly before blocking off, before reopening, before Tetrising. And there's now exactly a Tetris lead here for Dengler. Down to the digits. Tetris for Dengler, Tetris for Meme. Tetris for Dengler, Tetris for Meme. Dengler in at 453.60, Meme at 427.560. Just for Meme. Dengler misses the T-spin. Can't believe it, missing that 2-frame window. to hit that rotation button. Meme is going to get the Tetris and will be taking the lead. Just for that mess T-spin. Another Tetris from Meme as Dengler gets clean. Gets the Tetris up to 489 to Meme's 526, make that a 553 into level 21. Tetris into level 21 for Dengler, 516, and a simul Tetris. Now a Tetris and a half is the lead for Meme. Not much in the slightest. Tetris for Dengler, Tetris for Meme. Tetris for Dengler. Ooh. Meme with the misflip of the J will mean she's not able to burn. I think there's a bit of a phantom burn there. What are we now going to do? Yeah. Manages to bring the board down, turn into a column 9 Tetris well, gets the column 9 Tetris. Dengler at 683 has taken the lead back after Meme's escapades. The Tetris for Dengler. Tetris for Meme, Tetris for Dengler. Tetris for Meme. Meme taking some more burns, but he's high again. Dengler with a center well. Both players are on level 25, so not a whole lot away from the 29 speed, but still with about 30 lines of leeway. Meme gets clean going into level 26. Dengler still waiting on his Sentinel bar and is not getting it. There's the bar finally, there's the Tetris for Dengler to 799, 787 for Meme. It is very close indeed. And with Meme having a few extra lines in hand, Tetris for Meme up to 825. Tetris for Dengler 835. Tetris for Meme 861. 873 for Dengler. It is so neck and neck. Meme takes the lead going into level 28. Dengler takes it right back. What's it going to be going into kill screen? Tetris for Meme 933. Tetris for Dengler 942. Meme in at 940. Dengler Tetris in 978. So a slight lead for Dengler into kill screen, but only a slight one. Both plays nice and clean. Tetris for Meme on level 29 from 2030, and another Tetris for Meme. Tetris for Dengler as well. Neither player giving up here. They're separated by a 50th of a Tetris. Meme now taking some skims as Dengler setting up for another Tetris, gets the bar, gets the Tetris, goes 70,000 points into the lead. Tetris for Meme, A74, a BO6 for Dengler, a level 31. Oh, Meme with a missed 5-tap and can't get the bar over. It looks like it might be a repeat, and tries to get another over and misses the 5-tap again, and Meme's going to be done at A83. And once again, Dengler's going to take the game and go up 2-1. Meme's having some trouble with those 5-taps, it seems. Dengler has already ended Meme's perfect game record in this CTL season. Will he be able to, in this game 4, be able to end her perfect match record too? Here's the seed for round 4. 4 and 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So both players starting out with two nice clean Tetrises. Dengler making it a third, as Meme starting with a few burns. But gets that third Tetris shortly after. Makes the bar come to the left, we'll fill it in. Very clean play here from Dengler. Ooh, interesting adjustment. I'm not sure what the benefit of that is, but it seemed very intentional. So I'm assuming there's something I'm missing there. Dengler has adjustments that I would never possibly see. Meanwhile, he's going to be taking a few more burns, going to reopen that right-hand side. Locked it off. Reopens it with that T, just as the bar comes for the Tetris. Up to 166. Dengler now making some holes in the board. He's going to have to resolve. Loses the perfect Tetris rate. But we'll get ready on row 3 for Tetris. Tetris for Dengler. Some more skims. Meme currently with a hole in the center of her board. Good Shay is going to skim up, open that right hand side. Now a long bar dependency in the center as a drought has formed, but gets the bar, fills it in. Opens to the right hand side, is now nice and clean as Meme. Dengler is, apart from being on row 3 as clean, Meme and Dengler both take a Tetris. Meme takes another. Dengler being forced into taking a few extra skims here, just from being higher up. Another Tetris from Meme. He's now pretty much even with Dengler. It's 263 playing 271. Tetris for Dengler, Tetris for Meme, Tetris for Dengler. Not quite a Tetris for Meme. And another drought now. 20 pieces and counting. There's the bar. Meme cannot use it. So Dengler going to be growing that lead back open. Oh, but that Z on the left-hand side for Dengler means more burns are going to be coming. But we'll take this opportunity to just burn the board down to the ground and get that transfer over to the right-hand well. So Dengler is now perfectly clean as Meme waits for the bar. There's a skimmy Tetris there up to 361. Takes the lead, does Meme. Dengler takes it right back. 375 with that Tetris. Meme Tetrises to 384 and another to 406. Triple bars, in fact, there for the players. Tetris for Dengler, and there's the triple bars for Dengler. And Tetris for Dengler. 421 for Dengler, 429 for Meme. Same number of lines. It's a quarter of a Tetris lead for Meme as we're heading into the 100-line turn. Tetris and an Aki bar for Meme. And another Tetris for Meme. Another Tetris for Dengler. Players are nice and cool and calm now. Meme's going to be really wanting here to take it to a decider. He's not want to drop the first set. Only has 5 sets. 1. Is actually mathematically guaranteed to be in the top 3 by the end of this, no matter what happens in her last 2 matches. But the more she wins here, the higher seed she's going to be getting for that championship bracket. And the less chance she has of facing another really strong opponent in the first round. I mean, whoever she plays in her first round is going to be a really strong opponent. They've made it to the CTL Championship playoffs, but that can be a big difference there. Meme is in to transition 602. Has made some missed drops and is going to be burning early on. Dengler going at the 606. So pretty much neck and neck, but we'll take a Tetris immediately up to 630 as Meme doing some early digging. Another Tetris for Dengler. He takes a triple, Dengler takes another Tetris. And Meme takes a Tetris 643, Dengler up to 705. Dengler has taken the lead early on here and has extra lines in hand. Tetris for Meme, Tetris for Dengler. 670 for Meme, 731 for Dengler. Dengler has 3 lines in hand. Not a whole lot, but has a 2 Tetris lead already. So that's really going to be a 3 Tetris pace lead for Dengler. Tetris for Dengler. Meme is doing some burning. Tetris for Dengler as Meme is absolutely up kinda high. Not dangerous high. And we'll reopen the right hand side, but now that Spire of J's in the centre. She's blocked off the well. And not getting anything without a centre. The T finally comes. More skims for Meme as Dengler just running away with this lead now. 6 Tetris in the lead, 691 to Dengler's 875. But Meme gets the Tetris up to 732. Dengler takes the Tetris 906, 170 in the lead, and has 4 lines in hand. It's a 200k pace lead, but Dengler unrolls that L. After taking the Tetris, we'll have to take some more burns to just fetch that hole out. Opens it up there pretty quickly, pretty easily. Fills it in nice and easy with the J. Gets the bar, gets the Tetris. Not too much drama there for Dengler, but is just a bit of extra potential for Meme, who's going to catch up the Tetris at pace. Whilst he was dealing with that, gets the bar, gets the Tetris. Tetris for Dengler. Tetris for Meme. Tetris for Dengler. Tetris for Meme. Dengler now doing some digging. As we're going into level 27 for Dengler. Still plenty of time to dig this out, but this is the opportunity Meme needs to even things out before the kill screen. Not be forced into playing aggro to try and catch up. But Dengler getting it done, getting cleaned up, gets the bar, gets the Tetris at A90. Meme already into kill screen A43. Tetris B25 for Dengler. Still 5 lines left to go, 4 lines now. Tetris into kill screen B62 for Dengler, so Meme behind by about 100,000 and ahead by about a level. Gets the bar, that's only going to be it's going to be a Tetris, I think, for Meme, and another Tetris B02. Meme taking some more burns, getting nice and set up again. Oh, Meme is a bit high up, getting drowsy, but gets the bar, gets the Tetris at B63. CO1 now for Dengler, who is still 9 lines behind. Tetris for Meme though, and that it is real time, absolutely neck and neck. Meme takes a double. Taking the lead, Dengler takes the Tetris up to C47. Meme at C17. Meme can't get that T into the column 1, will get the bar for the Tetris to bring this down, but Dengler's going to top out at C47, but Meme misses the 5-tap. Needs to get another 5-tap over. Can she get it down? She's trying to burn as much as she can to give herself the best chance, but the double flip off the J, and she's going to be done at B60, C60, but she's good. She is good. She is good. C69 is good. She manages to just take it. And that's the ready. So let's get started. Game number 5 will be coming to you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And here it is, folks. Immediate big differences in the stacking. Ooh, Dengler with some very nasty parity and getting punished for it very hard with 2 squares. He's just going to have to throw on that right-hand side. Tetris for Meme start things off first. But Dengler resolving the parity, getting the bar game with Tetris. Now that J is leaving a square tuck setup. Just to tuck the Z in, square comes a piece too late, forcing him into a few more burns. Dengler gets the bar, filling that bar dependency, reopens the well, gets the bar, gets the Tetris. Oh, that J flip for Dengler is not going to be nice at all, going to create 3 different holes up in the middle of his board. And now getting droughted of both bars and J's when you have that J dependency up pretty high. Dengler is in a bit of a spicy position early on. Tetris for Meme to 118. Dengler currently at 61,000 points. And another Tetris for Meme. Dengler takes a triple, opens up the right hand side, gets the bar, uses the film dependency instead of taking the Tetris. Gets that square, opens the hole in the center, gets it filled in, is now clean once more. Is Dengler, gets the bar, gets the Tetris up to 95,000. Meme already 190,000, so 100,000 point lead this early on in the game for Meme. See how this affects the rest of the game. Pair of Tetrises for Dengler, Tetris for Meme. Another Tetris. Players are now in Tetris trading mode through the next 20 lines of the game. Meme just with a solid 100k lead. Obviously, a 100k lead is not the be-all and end-all, especially with some 29 player house involved, but it's going to be such a nice cushion. If Meme does make a mistake, then could keep her in the lead even as she digs out of it. If she does keep it all the way to 29, then it's going to mean she's going to be putting on the pressure. Dengler's going to perhaps need to go a bit aggressive. But that's still far away for now. Currently, it is 354 for Meme, 300 flat for Dengler. Tetris for Dengler, Tetris for Meme. Meme is a few lines behind. Ooh, Meme blocking off the wells, the bar comes, but reopens it as the bar comes. Now the bar dependency on the left hand side and right hand side. Up pretty high. Would love a bar right now and is not getting any of them, but there's the bar. Oh, and the left well Tetris even for Meme. And gets the very lovely transfer with the bar and the Tetris with the 448. Tetris for Dengler. And this look with the T in the centre of the board. Going to be going past the 100 line mark for Dengler at 416. Meme 453, so a 2 Tetris lead now for Meme. That lead has certainly shrunk. Tetris for Dengler. Tetris for Meme. Meme was waiting for the T, got the T tuck instead of going for the Z spin. For that right hand side dependency. Dengler getting a bar, but not able to use it for the Tetris, has to fill in that bar dependency. Well, didn't have to, but decided to. It was more important for Dengler. And with the Tetris for Dengler. Tetris for Dengler, Tetris for Meme. Tetris for Meme. 548 for Meme. 513 for Dengler. Tetris for Dengler. Tetris for Meme. 571. Meme. Dengler into transition 539, but immediately in some trouble. Manages to get that bar over to the left hand side. Meme takes the Tetris. Taking control here, another Tetris for Meme. Dengler gets the bar to fill in that bar dependency. Takes some more burns into level 20. Tetris for Dengler up to 574. Tetris for Meme up to 652. Tetris Dengler, Tetris for Meme. A 3 Tetris lead here for Meme. As we're just at the end of level 20. But they're skimming through to level 21. Tetris for Meme. Tetris for Dengler. And Meme just holding on to this 3 Tetris lead. Another train of Tetrises. Dengler Tetrises. You can't immediately answer, or was a bit too low. It will reopen a couple of pieces later. Oh, spot pieces of it. Tetris for Dengler, Tetris for Meme. Lead staying constant, 789 for Meme, 711 for Dengler. Is up high now, getting droughted, waiting on this bar. Takes the triple, does Meme and the Tetris. Dengler also takes the Tetris and another Tetris for Meme. Into level 24, 3.5 Tetris lead for Meme. Dengler got some work cut out for him. And another drought for Meme and for Dengler. It's going to be favouring Meme. Or at least in theory. Meme just have to block the well, but reopens it. Gets the bar, gets the Tetris, as does Dengler. And another Tetris for Meme. 928 versus 825. So now 100,000 points is the lead for Meme. Tetris for Meme up to 964. Tetris for Meme 997. Dengler just digging through level 26 here, into level 27, 868. Meme Tetris is into level 27, 831. Tetris for Dengler is on row 2. We will take the Tetris. 3.5 Tetris is behind. Taking some more skims, and the bar and the Tetris up to 948 for Dengler. It's that nice square tuck setup with the S. Tetris for Meme, A75. And Dengler is into kill screen 956 for Dengler. Meme is in at 885, so 120k lead, but it's all down to this. Tetris for Meme right away on the 29 speeds and is setting up for another. Gets the bar, gets the Tetris at B59 for Meme, Tetris for Dengler, B10. It's only... oh no, that's A10, sorry. A48 with that Tetris for Dengler. I thought that seemed a bit too good of a matchup. Meme, B82, B62 for Dengler. Meme takes another Tetris, C21, Tetris for Dengler. Tetris for Meme. Oh, and Dengler with some misdrops, and the board falls apart, and Dengler can't bring it down. Dengler's going to be done at B12, which means that Meme is going to take game 5 and will take the set. A D16, more than enough to take this final game. We'll watch Meme play us out. A great game from Meme. In the last game of the night, will maintain her perfect set record, but Dengler really pushing her. Going to be finishing at D39. For Scooty into level 24. Tetris for Scooty. Ooh, Cobra with the hang here, and now a drought. And this is going to take some burns to resolve. Gets the J for that dependency, but needs another, or would love another J for that left-hand side. His board creeping up.